Today we have well, good morning first of all, happy lovers. Today we have Primos. Primos is really matted up. Really matted up. Check her out. All right, I have to wait for some people to come in here, but for those who are watching after this is gone live, I should just keep chit-chatting. All right, so the 29th of June was the last time I saw this one here. And she gets a shave down usually. She's got some mats around there. So I shave her body. We're gonna shave her face. I don't do the typical, poodle. Sorry, typical poodle. I was just thinking there. All right, so I'm gonna start with the shave here. Let's do this. Let's shave her down. Is that enough? I am going to be wearing a mask here so that I don't get all of that hair up my nose. Okay. So yeah, she hasn't been groomed since June, and we are now February, so it's been a while. So let's get her ready. You ready here, hon? We're gonna shave her down. Then I'm gonna bring her to the tub. Sorry, send her to the tub. It's not like someone else is gonna do it. And we're going to wash her up. So I'm gonna use a 7F for her. This little lady here, she's okay. She doesn't have any. I checked her. She doesn't have any little warts or whatnot. So we'll put this back on here, and we're gonna get working. I'll bring this in a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. So yeah, I only see her every 6 months or so. This is one of those little pups that I would absolutely love to actually give her a nice cut. But she's just so tiny. I think she'd look nice in a cut. But not everyone, there are reasons why dogs don't always come in as often. It could be monetary, it could be health. There's different reasons. Some don't have a car and they don't have the means. And I don't move from here, right? I work here. I don't travel. So they want that little tail to be shaved. Shave the legs, shave everything off. I wouldn't be able to give her a cut today because of all that matting going on. But I sure would love to see her in a cut. So before you start the shave, it's important to always check to see if you can find any warts. And if you're using a 7 blade, that could just clip that wart right off. I could go in with a 10 blade too, but that would just make the hair a little shorter, and I prefer just not cutting too short. It's short, but 10 is pretty short. You can probably see her skin with a 10. Always be sure to check for those warts. And when you do have a dog, it's the first time you see the dog, and you groom the dog, it's good to keep a card with all the information on it and write down, did you find a wart? If you found one, where was it? So that next time you'll know. You read the card and you'll know. I'm going to get rid of all of these mats here. Throwing them out. And she's such a sweetie. Look at her face. Look at her sweet face. Just a sweet face. And when you have mats, sometimes you're going in one direction and it's not cutting. Go in the other direction. You have no choice. It'll be a little shorter, but if you have no choice, you got to get that mat out, right? Or you can also choose to just switch blades and go to a 10. But I prefer just, flipping my clipper around and getting in there and getting those knots out. I can pull a little on the hair, right? So you gotta really just try to do this softly, slowly. She's all matted up under her toes here. I'm not going to use the 7 blade for under her feet. I'm going to use the 10. And I will take some of that off before going in the bath because I want to get, see here, let me show you here. In there, I prefer taking all of that out so that when we get into the bath, I can clean those toes up on the inside. Look at the nails. She's got some nail trimming to do, this little girl, this morning. Oh. So for those who don't know me, my name is Elizabeth Jenn, and I've been grooming since 2010. I run my own little business here at home. Yeah, all right, she's good to go. Turn this a little bit. Hello, Kathy. Yes, she is gorgeous. As I was saying, I would love to do her in a nice little puppy cut, But I am doing absolutely fantastic. I hope you're doing good today, Kathy, also. It is so beautiful out there. The snow is melting, which I won't get my hopes up. Winter isn't over, but the snow is still melting and the sun is out, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to take some time to go and enjoy that sun just a bit. I'll take it while it's there. This little pup is really matted up. Yeah, you are. It's a little poodle. It's a little poodle. There. They're so tiny. I don't know if any of you saw my last video that I posted, the corgi. Oh my God. I don't groom dogs over 20 pounds, and this dog must have been 40. And when I booked the corgi, I had never groomed a corgi before. And for some reason, I always thought corgis were way smaller than that. But this one was a cardigan, because I found out that there's Pembroke and cardigan. I don't know these types of dogs, right? So I went looking after I groomed the dog. So I guess I had the bigger version of the corgi, and oh boy, was he heavy. He got here and I was laughing my head off like, what am I going to do with this dog? Will he fit in my tub? Yes, the dog did fit in the tub. I have to plug this in here, guys, because my clipper was just dying out on me. Here's this. Sorry, I just got to get this. Here we go. That's what I love about these clippers here. It's the KM cordless. It's when your clipper dies out, I don't have to go sit it on a charging post. All I do is plug it back in and I can keep working. I'm absolutely in love with this clipper here. It just keeps on going. So I'm going to shave her face also. And for now, I'm going to keep just a little bit of that chin so that I have, because if I need to turn her, I need some sort of handle on her face, on her head. So, I don't always hold by the chin, but sometimes I have to. So the lip area is always a scary area. You have to make that dog smile. You gotta pull that. And just use the edge here. You don't want to go on top of that, that lip. feel safer, you can use a 10 blade if you want also. I'm just going in with the 7. I feel fine with the 7. Pulling on that skin to make sure she smiles. And going downwards a bit. I'm just taking the bulk off for now, and then I'm going to get her in the bath, and we're going to do a cleanup afterwards with the clipper. So this is just the first shape. It's not the end look, guys. And over here, you always got to be sure that they don't have any little nipples, right? Because we don't want to nick that blade either. Under the arm, she gets a 10 blade. I don't use the 7 blade under the arms. It's too risky to cut. And you always got to be careful. There's always a thumb here. In general, some dogs don't have it. She has her thumb. You got to be sure to know what the mat is and what the thumb is, right? Okay. If we leave these mats there, if we leave the mats on the dog's going to end up with all kinds of problems with the skin. So that's why we have to shave them down when they're matted like that. There's no way I would go in and brush this dog. All right. Just got to see here. Where am I located? I am in the Montreal area, Montreal, Canada. So that's where I'm at. Look at these mats here on the feet. I'm going to try to get them closer so you can see. Can I zoom in? Is there a way to zoom in? Oh yeah. There. Let's try to zoom this in so you can see a bit closer. By the way, I am a right-handed. I don't know if you're seeing me in the opposite. I don't know if you're seeing me as if I'm working with my left hand. But once it's uploaded, for some reason, I went looking to find out what the problem was. There's a problem with whenever I upload a live, it's reversed. And I checked everything, and I found out that the problem is with the app, the YouTube app, actually. It's not with my camera, and it's not with my settings, because my settings are fine. I know how to set my camera right. And, yeah, so there's a problem with the app, so I'm hoping that the YouTube will be able to fix that. Apparently other people are having that same problem. So whatever you're seeing, once it's uploaded, I don't know what it looks like when it's live, but once it's uploaded and you watch it later, everything's flipped backwards. My whole room is backwards, and I look like I'm left-handed and whatnot. See, that was a lot of matting going on in there. Guys, there's I have a curled toe here. I'm trying to get this so you guys can see well. There's a curled toenail here we're going to have to get. Right here. Look at this here. There's a mat there. So we're going to get rid of that. If you can't get rid of it with your clipper, you try to go in with your scissors. But you got to be really careful, because these scissors, they do not forgive. If you're going in with scissors and cutting a mat, don't cut this way, because you might snip those toes. Always come in and just break the mat this way. Just this way, not on the foot, because when they start bleeding, that bleeds bad. She's got another curled toenail. All right, let me do this one too. See, I'm going to give you an example of the mat here. See this here? I wouldn't come in and pull this and snip that out like this. Well, I just did the tip, but come in and you just break up the mat like this, okay? Once you start breaking up the mat, then you can start seeing, I'm not getting in there. You can either try to go back in once you've broken up the mat a bit, and then go back in with your clipper. And sometimes you can see and you know that it's long enough for you to start cutting here, but you don't want to get in too close. So then you come back in with the clipper and see if that helped a bit. You got to work the mat. And you got to be careful. You don't want to dig in flat this way because there's that little tendon there that could bleed, you know. So you're always coming in a V or outwards like this is fine. So in the back, I'll be rubbing this and I'll be breaking that up, and I'll be able to get to her skin that way. Trying to get this in the camera too at the same time. That's a lot of matting there, honey. That's a lot of matting. It's not too good to keep that hair there because that causes discomfort between the pads, right? And it can also cause like humidity, and like it can stay humid and it can cause foot problems. It could end up with yeasty feet. See this whole thing here? I'm going to cut that because I can see that that's just out there like that. Yeah, we don't want any yeast. You know when it smells like Doritos? Like those chips? Oh, that's yeast. A little bit is fine. You know, these dogs, it's natural for them to have that yeast, but not when it overgrows. I mean, they have it naturally in their system, so. We want balance. These mats just won't stop under her feet. I can only imagine her. Those nails, little girl. So I'm going to go wash her. I'm just going to snip. Hang on, I'm going to zoom back out here. There you go. I'm going to go wash her. Well, I'll bring you along with me. I'm going to cut some of this out. There's matting there. I'm not going to brush this little girl's mats out like that. I'm just going to cut a little bit off if my scissors can get to it. Look at that. You just got to be patient. I'm snipping up. These scissors are thinners, so that's why you got to, wow. That's why you got to kind of snip a lot, right? Because you have a lot of those teeth. It won't just cut in one go, so you have to cut some of this off here like that. And here it says on her card that I'm supposed to contour. I contour her ears, right? Give me a second. A centimeter with head with ears. Not poodle head. Ears a bit. Well, I'm just going to cut a little bit off. Too many mats there. I'm just going to cut a bit off. She's going to the bath. And when you cut a little into the knot like that, that'll help to get rid of some of that matting. And it's really weird, guys, because sometimes you'll have a mat and you think it's the ear. You've got to be sure that you know which one's the mat, which one's the ear. She's pretty matted on her ears, though. Let's see. Sometimes the blow dryer, you know, we dry the hair, we wash the hair, we get in the conditioning soap in there, shampoo, and sometimes it helps. Give me a second. I'm going to go secure her in the bath, and I will be right back to pick you guys up and bring you along. I'm just going to turn this over here. Over here. Turn the light on. Little one. Here. Here, we're doing a bathtub. Yeah, little girl, we're doing a bathtub. Okay. There you go. Secure this here. No, deflace. No, I'm not in New York. I'm in Montreal. Yes, I am further, I guess. I am, yes, in Montreal. I need this here. Well, I need it. It's not like you're going to be thrashing around. I don't think so. Huh? Are you going to be giving me a shower? A bath? This down here a bit so you can see the puff and not moi. Maybe a little puppy. Just down a bit. And there. Look her head. The little nose is all dried out, like crackling here a bit. Just holding that ear to make sure that I don't get any soap in there. Shake this up. I didn't shake it this morning. I prepared my 2-in-1 shampoo. You can be all clean, little girl. Yeah, it's gonna feel good, and it's such a sunny day today too, huh? But you don't even need to be tied, do you? No, you're not going anywhere. I'm definitely gonna give her 2 shampoos since I haven't seen her in a long time. And this shampoo is not gonna bubble much, so that means she's pretty dirty. You know, even if you take the hair off, that skin, it's a lot of oils. I don't remember how old you are, hon. I'm gonna have to go check your card. Those toenails need so much love. Oh wow! I hope it's not in the. Hope it's not in the skin. I'm anxious to get to those toenails. I could have done them before. Some people do them before. I like to do the nails afterwards because, well, my train of thought is I prefer her feet be clean, because if ever something would happen, because it does happen sometimes where you might nip and that vein is too long and might have a little dab of blood or, you know, anything that would happen. I wouldn't want a dirty foot and an open wound. So that's why I like to do them with toes after. Yeah. Now I'm getting right between those toes. Just between and right in the pad. She had so much matting in there, so. Let's do the top of your head. I'm holding down her ears. Can you turn for me, hon? Thank you. So they want the top knot to be, you know, fluffy. So that's why I didn't shave the top of the head. There's no matting on the top of the head. See, this is where I'm going to try to get those, work those mats, right? I'm going to get that soap in there. It's really just really tangled. It's not very, I mean, I got rid of the huge mat that was on the top, but see how this soap is just really, it's just liquidy? That's telling me she needs a second shampoo. The soap is not, see how it's just, it's not fluffy and bubbling. If I can get my fingers between the nose and the eyes, I will put shampoo. If I can't, like certain Shih Tzus, I can't do that. So then I will just be sure to clean out their eyes once I'm at the table with my product. So I don't want to get, you don't want soap in your mouth. I don't want to get any soap or water in the eyes or in the nose. So that's just how I do it. Make sure everything's clean back there too, under the tail. Oh, she just dropped. See? Oh, little girl. You just dropped your legs. All right, so I'm going to rinse her out, and I'm giving her a second shampoo guarantee. She really, really needs it. No way you're going to finish your shampoo there. I'm going to hold down her nose and her head downwards. See, when you're holding down the nose, there's no water getting underneath there, so she's not getting any water in her nose. I'm going to wipe up the top of her head, even if there's shampoo there, because I want to hold those ears down, and I don't want to squish any water that was there down into her ears. So that's just how I do things. All right, second shampoo. It's a little girl. We do such a good job together, don't we? Huh? It's gonna literally take her 3 minutes to dry that hair. There's just nothing left on the body. Her gland should be done. Actually, we'll do that. Foot. That's a lot better, isn't it? This is a lot better. See how the soap is just slippery? You want it to be really nice, have nice slip. And lots of fluff bubbles. When you can feel the soap instead of the hair, that's when you know that's pretty clean. Huh? She's not creating much thick suds, but better than what it was. See, they're big bubbles now. It's not just like a white liquid. And it's slippery. That area right. Right. Right here. So for those who don't know me, I'm Elizabeth Jenn. I've been grooming since 2010. Professionally, I own my little grooming salon here at my home. And yeah, I only groom small dogs 20 pounds under. Yeah, one more time, right between the eyes here. Right there on your nose, there. So I'm live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And I upload new videos Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. So check your time zones. If you enjoy my content, it's very educational. If you enjoy my content, subscribe. And leave me a comment and or share. There's a lot of other groomers here online. I really like watching all the other groomers work. You know, we don't all work the same. From one groomer to another. It's like from one hairdresser to another. We're, you know, everyone's different. We all learn the basics, of course. Not everyone works the same. Oh, those toes need love, honey. Oh boy, I'm so anxious to get to your toesies. All right, front here. This up. If ever the dog shakes his head, please let them shake their head and don't stop them. If they're shaking their head, it's because they might have some water or something in the ear. You notice I keep wiping her head. Just because I want to be sure I'm not getting anything in that ear there. Close that little ear hole here. The entrance of the ear. It's all good. Are you shaking? What are you shaking for? Huh? warm water. I don't use, it's never hot, never cold, just body temperature. Maybe a little warmer. There. You want to be sure to rinse them out properly. You don't want them to go home scratching. And if you are grooming and get yourself one of these, this is a lifesaver. If you don't want a plumber at your house at your salon or wherever every month, clogging the drains. I've been here doing this 15 years and I've never had to call a plumber for a clogged drain. So. All right, so you're all good. We're going to wipe this up. Get that out. I'm just going to soak up some of that water here. That. And I'm going to put a little bathrobe on you. Do you want a bathrobe? While we clean out your eyes and ears. All right. Bathrobe might be a little big for you. I'm going to set her on the table. Second. Just right there. Keeping an eye on her. Right with me right here. All right, little girl. So I'm cleaning up my table just a bit because I don't want all of that hair to go flying once I start the dryer. Wrap up. Tie this up here. My little bathrobe is a little too big for you. Be sure. What's all this shaking about? Little shaking bacon. Wipe up your face a bit. Oh, shaking bacon. There. Oh, look at her. I'll clean out your eyes and your ears. We're going to dry you. Yeah. So I'm just going to get in here and cut some of this out before I dry her. While those poopies are still wet and soggy, I don't want to go drying her and drying out the poopies and just cut that out. That's mats, guys. There's mats there. Do you need an eye clean? I'm anxious to see what's going on in your ears. So it's from your eyes. There. All right. What's going on in your ears? Some of that out, just lightly. So this is a shaver, guys. There's no pulling going on. It's a nose hair shaver that I just use for the ears. You can pluck with your fingers. You can, do it the way you want. I could just pull and pluck with this also, but I like to just shave. It comes out really easy. I don't stick it in the ear. See how I cleared up that ear really quick? I don't stick it in the ear. Never stick it in the ear. I just hold it flat to the side and I just turn and it just shaves. All right, so that's done. Let's clean out the ears and get this little girl dry. She has an oily, a dirty ear. Not that bad, but you can just feel it, you know. See? I'm gonna add a little more and use the other side to do more of that ear cleaning. You can also, this product, you can also put it directly into the ear. No, you don't want me to clean your ear? Hang on. You can pour it directly into the ear. She doesn't want this anymore. Okay, we're done. We're done. I just want to be sure. Let me look then. I'm going to go lightly. Okay. She doesn't want. Okay, yeah, you can pour directly into the ear. It's not this product. It's another product I had in that bottle. I just kept that bottle and transferred my product into this bottle here. So I'm going to use a clean pad to do this ear here. Yeah, so I just don't pour it in because I have, you know, if water can get stuck down there, why can't product? I know it's supposed to dry out the ear and whatnot, but that's just me. I've been doing this way 15 years and I've had no problems, so. Pretty much all my dogs have really nice ears. Yes, no problems. My dogs have never had any ear problems, and I had 3. 2 of them passed away last year. They were 14. I have a 14 and a 14-year-old left, and another year-old. So. Oh yeah. Let's check your bum, and we're gonna dry. Nothing stuck back there. I'm not seeing anything there, so we're gonna get the dryer going. And if ever you're wearing a headset, it might be loud, so maybe lower the sound. Just warning you in advance. Put this up. Let's get her dry. Now the drying won't be too long. So. Forgot I wanted to add a little bit of this here into the mats. You don't want to spray hard. I'm just getting little taps like that. Tip of the ear here. That product get in there. All right, so here we go. Let's dry little girl. Turn the dryer on. with another dryer though, guys. Any questions here? Okay, all good. I'm gonna dry her head with another dryer. I let that product kind of sit on the tips of her hair here. And see, it's working. I'm just gonna rip a bit, pull the mat apart. You gotta go in lightly here because these little slicker brushes, they can scratch. So you want to really only try to get your fingers, not the edge of the ear, because I can scratch that ear open, right? I'm gonna cut this one out. Here, just snip that. We'll blend it later. Okay. All right, we don't need to brush that. The top here, I'm going lightly. Tap it on your hand. Try it on your arm first to see whatever tool you're using, you know, see how it feels. You know, because sometimes you can go in harder and, you know, you don't want to be raking her hair and tapping too hard. Here, I'm going to snip that also. I can see where the skin is, so I'm kind of like going between the skin and the hair, and I'm not worried because later I'm going to blend that. It's not going to show. So we're going to try this little dryer here that I absolutely love. Smaller dryer for the faces. I wish I'd known about this dryer years ago. I just discovered it this past year, like last year. And I'm totally in love with it. The dogs are so much better with the drying. Like with usually when you can dry with the force dryer, but you got to bring that dryer so far away from the head, right? Just to create a wind, a light wind. Take this out to dry that. She doesn't pull away much. You know, she's not the type to want to jump off. Some dogs I groom wild, but if they wouldn't have any restraints at all, it's so dangerous. Okay, so playing around with the top of the head while I'm drying, that helps separate the hair. Now I'm going to come right back in with my comb and use the smaller end. You know, there's like the wider tooth, and I'm just going to come in and tap and pull up. You know, if you're starting at the bottom here and then you feel there's resistance, just keep tapping in. You don't want to pull out in the way, or another technique is to start at the tip and to go in slowly. So the reason why I'm using the comb here is just because I want to separate all of that hair. So I use this end here a little. There. So I'm going to try this again, a little more drying. What you doing, Jenn, huh? Look at that face. Looking at me like, what are you doing, lady? She's doing pretty good with the dryer. So I'm not bothered. I don't necessarily feel that she needs to be dried at 100% because it'll just keep drying while I'm working on her. this is not competitive grooming, so we're just getting her cleaned up. That's what we're doing today, getting her cleaned up. All right, I'll put this back on just for extra security. Let's get those paws, guys. Okay, I'm going to use a 30 blade for her little paws. I want to see what's going on with those toenails. They are bad. So I'm going to clear out the pads first, and then I'm probably going to come in and clear some of this out too with the shaver before I get to the toenails, because I really want to be able to see the nails really well. So you guys want to get in closer? Let's get in a little closer here. Not too close, but close enough. There. All right, let's get to these pads. So I took off most of the bulk of the pad before the bath. It's over you're just arriving at this video. So she was so matted up. Sorry, I needed to clean my throat. She's so matted up. Wow. She had one nail like this, clipped one on top of the other like that. Get rid of all of that all around. For me personally, I don't want to dig in. Just a little on the edge. But there's no more hair left. Let's get rid of all this hair all around too. Okay. Sorry. Show you the toesies. These toesies here. So this is a 30 blade, guys. If you're not used to using a blade for the feet, if you're not used to this, please go with the 10 blade. 10 blades longer. And oh, I have a nail here that looks like she lost a nail and she got a new nail growing back. That happens when the nail gets too long. She might have snagged it and lost her little toenail there. That does happen. Come in to see what's going on here. Yeah, that's pretty, yeah. All right, so I'm going to clip just a little. I'm going to do reverse on her toes in the front. I want to clear out these toenails so that you guys can see. So I'm just going to use a 7 blade here. And I'm just going to go in the opposite direction to clear this out because there's some matting in there too. Just want to clear this all out. Could use a 10 blade also, that could be good. I might go back in with a 10 blade. And I'll see. Right now I'm just clearing everything out so that you can see those nails. See, she has a nail. Watch, I'll show you. Give me a second. I'm going to take this out here. You know what? I'm just going to go straight in with my 10. Straight in with the 10. Come on, honey. Gotta get rid of this. Let's get serious. I'm going to have to come back in and finish this off after, because I really got to get the nails. Look at this nail here is crossed. That's what happens when the nails get too long. She could probably stay stuck like this for a while. So see, I'm going to try to uncross that nail. See how long they are? Those are long nails. All right, we're going to do the same thing here. Coming in reverse here. So reverse 10. Clean this up. I'll just get most of the bulk out, and then I'll cut the nails and then we'll finish it off afterwards to get it nice and clean. But right now I just want to get most of the bulk off. Oops, I forgot. I was supposed to keep it plugged in. We hadn't charged enough. Oops, wrong one. Oof, give me a second, guys. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. I'm going to plug in the right one here. Oh, she's shaking, girl. What are you shaking for, girl? Yeah, so that's good enough, guys. For now, I just want to get those nails clipped. So here we go. I'm going to grab this. And this, I'm going to try to do this as a close-up also. I'm going to grab these little kitty nippers just in case I need them. And I'm probably going to need them to start them off too. Should I back up a bit? All right, so we'll have a look at these nails here. These nails are pretty long. Nails are pretty long. I'll show you guys, there is a nail that's she lost. Which one is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's in the back, I'm guessing. Is it one of your toes? She doesn't have any side toes. Oh, she has one here. All right. So let's get in there and start cutting. So what I do, sorry guys, I'm trying to get this in nice and close for you guys, and it's not easy when it's this close. So what I'll do here, as you see here, the nail is actually started going into the pad. I'm going to cut this off. I don't know if that's completely in the pad. There might be some blood there, because if it pierced the pad, I'm seeing that it lifted the pad actually. See in the back. So I'm going to take, you got to be sure that you're cutting the right end, right? I'm going to take about half of this off, maybe not the whole thing, just this much. Let's see if there was a hole. Any bleeding, little girl? No bleeding. She was lucky. It was really just pressing into there. So I'm going to come and take more of this off, and I'll use these here. No, I can't get in there. She's pulling a bit. Sorry for the pulling. And I'm going in just a little at a time. Now there's this little edge here that's sharp. I'm going to get rid of that with this here. There. All right, let's do the next toe. Ah, this is the toenail that she must have lost. I don't know, that's pretty short, unless it broke off. There's not much to take off there. All right, next one. You can just jump in with these here. We're going to go in slowly, a little at a time, a little more. There. So this one too is curled in, as you see. I'm just going to take a little bit of it off. We'll see if there's any bleeding. You can see her pad is being affected. I'm just going to take a little more off, a little more off. Just this on the inside. There. All right, so let's move on to the next foot. Yep. These kitty nippers are a savior. Sorry, I didn't get that one. Kitty nippers, they can get in there whenever it's too tight. The curl is too tight because these don't fit. These are small too. They don't fit. Take that off. Turn it this way. Look at this toenail. I'm going to grab all of that. Get rid of that. A little more. So you're turning and turning. So I have another one here that's, some of her skin is just peeling off here. That's because she had so much matting on her foot, the pad of her foot. that when she walked, there was no rubbing happening. You know how you exfoliate when you rub? So since she didn't have any rubbing going on, that skin just kind of accumulated there. Know what I'm saying? All right, so this one too. See that? I'm just going to take a little bit off here, right at the tip of the pad. Clip that. No, she doesn't want. She's getting tired of this here. I can understand. Those toes are probably a little painful because they're all crooked, right? But I'm here to help you, honey. See how there's that sharp edge right here? And we're really trying to keep her stable. Take some of that sharp edge out. What you do, Zen? All right, you're good, you're good. Let's do the front paws here. You want to stand front? Stand like that. Let's do like that, okay? This next one here. Like that. There. Now I have a feeling I'm going to only see her in another 6 months, so I'm going to offer Dad, talk to him about her nails and let him know that whenever I do nails, I do them for free, okay? For my regular clients, I do them for free. There, get this one. I prefer the dog come in regularly. And sometimes people don't have the money, right, to come in. And so I prefer the dogs come in regularly for free and not come in at all. Look at that curl here. Let's take all of that out. It's a lot of nail to come off. This girl's gonna feel so much better though. Sure are. It's just a tip here. There. There. You have a thumb here. She's got one thumb. Oh, I did it. I already did it, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna back this up, zoom back out. Ooh, that was a close-up. Hang on, zooming back out, zooming back out. I'm having trouble zooming back out. Alright, so look at those toenails. How much cleaner that is. Look at those feet. Huh? Alright, let's give her a second shave. Oh, before I'm going to do her belly. Her little belly here. Turn around, honey. Look at your belly. Look at all of that. We're going to clean out this belly. Clean out her pee-pee area. Put that mat there. Guys, she's going to feel so much better. It's such a beautiful day out. I'm going to go for a walk. Oh, Papa going to bring you for a nice walk. That'd be nice, huh? There, another one. Get under that arm. They get pretty matted under there. Right. Hang on, honey. There. Get back in here. Whoop. Clear this up. Right, we're going to do a second shave. This is going to be the finish shave with a 7F. Here, do this like this. Talk better without my mask. For those who don't know, Groomer's lung is a serious disease, and that's why I wear my mask, because all that hair that you breathe in all day long after years of grooming can cause lung problems, and it's called Groomer's lung, so you can look it up. It's a serious disease condition. So it is, I don't know if they call it a disease, it's a condition. not something you can catch from someone else. If you're having trouble shaving the top of the dog's back because they're too bony, just pull the skin to one side and then clip, pull the skin to the other side, then clip. Then you won't have to go bump, 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 bump on the spine there. Reverse over here. And I'm going to come clean this up at the 10, those feet. Just locking that leg, keeping her leg nice and straight. Same thing on this side. She can't pull her leg out of my, like she can't bend her knee, I mean. I'm going to find my words this morning. My words. Where are my words? The rest of this will be just finished off with the scissors. And finish the feet with a 10. Yeah, finish your feet with a 10. You being squiggly with me? Little one? You being squiggly? Turn on. Turn, come see me. Hi. Are we almost done? Are we almost done? Yes, we are almost done, honey. Over here you gotta be careful also, because sometimes it can have folds, and when they have folds, you can pull that skin back like this. And just go in the opposite direction. And go really lightly, because they're so bony sometimes, and that's gotta hurt if you're not being careful. Alright, show me belly, up up. Never come in this way with a 7 blade, because see those spaces there? You can get this flat between the space and then they can bleed, so you don't want that. You can cut them. We don't want it. No, we don't. Well, I'm pretty glad you came to see me today, honey, because those toenails, well, you were very in need of a good cut, but your toenails, wow, that was spectacular. So for those who don't know me, my name is Elizabeth Jenn. I've been grooming since 2010. I own my little grooming shop here, my home, my little salon. And I've been in business for that same amount of time, for about 15 years now. I have clients that are that age. I mean, not the client, but you know, the dog, 14, 15 years old. I'm going to clean out those feet better over here. I'm going to do reverse. That little pad. Anything sticking out afterwards, I'm just going to use my scissors and clear that up. Just want to make sure she's got nice clean feet here. Her little toes got crooked a bit from having her nails crooked like that. It can cause deformation in the foot. She's not too comfortable. Can I do the back of the foot here? Just this here, honey? Yeah, so I'm live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and I upload new videos every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, and they're very educational. I explain what I do. I know there's so many other grooming channels on YouTube, but they all work differently, right? So if you enjoy my content, like and subscribe so we can hang out. I'm here for any question, all the questions you need to ask about grooming in general. Again, we're just going to finish this off with the scissors also. I just really wanted a nice clean foot here. All right. There, let's blow. There. Okay, I'm going to pull out my scissors here, and we're just going to scissor around on those toes. I like to use my little brush here to help put some of that hair there and clip around the toes. See, I could actually easily go in and do a little more of this one. Just a bit more. There. Around the toes here. Oh, and see, look at this. I was saying a while ago, peeling, that's her toes peeling because she had so much hair there that she couldn't properly shed the skin. So I'm just going to take that out. We're going to do her head. And then I'm going to go have my lunch. There's more there. Yeah. I have to get some sort of exfoliating. Her skin, look at this, there's just so much coming off. So much black skin coming off. You're going to exfoliate your toes. We do a sugar exfoliating recipe that we can find online. All right, I'm just going to clear this up here a bit, and we're going to get to her head. Just want to make everything look a little sharper, you know. Over here also, just a bit. You guys see that? Yeah. Just a bit. It's awkward here. Turn it around. Quickly get that. Good shave, huh? Good shave. More of those black pieces. You're exfoliating. Shedding your skin. Same thing here. Just okay. Turn, honey. Turn. So I had no choice. If you weren't here right in the beginning, I had no choice to shave this little one because I haven't seen her in many months. It was June. Was that? I said June or July. Last groom was July 29. We are now in end of February, so this little one was pretty matted up. So if you want to see what she looked like at the start of the video, if you weren't here, once I stop the stream, it'll upload and you'll be able to see it from there. So. All right. Turn. You're okay back here? Yeah. About your foot. I'm going to see what's going on with your bum. Okay, she needs some. See, as I mentioned a while ago, she might need her glands emptied, but I do not empty the sex unless the parents talk to me about it. I will mention it to the client. The reason why I don't is because there could be some dogs that have problems, that have seen the doctor, you know, the vet, and that I'm not supposed to touch that, and they've had an operation, and you know, so I don't get into that. So I'm going to give her a 13 millimeter on the top of her head here. Always using a 30 blade under my adjusting comb. You can use a 10 blade also. It'll just make your adjustment comb length a little longer. So she's a 13. And that is the orange, and that's number 1 here. I'm going to use that on the top of her head. Watch out. In here? Okay. We're almost done, honey. We really are. Not much left to do here. Okay? Take all of that out. I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to pull her skin back a bit here to try to get more out of the front. So she's not getting a poodle cut like her head, because that's not what Dad wants. Dad just wants a nice blend into the ears here. All right, so next I'm just going to cut the front part here. Guys, I love these scissors. These are the Kenshis. Kenshi little tiny scissors. Love them, love them. All right, so we're going to come back in with the shaver and we're going to shave her face. You can shave with the 10 blade. I'm just going to go in with the 7, see how that looks. I'm going to use the corners here. I could use a 10, it would be shorter. I just think that just a little more length is okay for her. You know, I'm good with that. If he wants all of this off, the whole face, be careful with the 7 blade. You don't want to grab that lip. So I'm going to make her smile, pulling that out, and we'll go down here. And I'm focusing on the edge here. Okay? The rest I'll do with the scissors. Come in here, on the side. I'm going to go from the corner of her eye to there. I'm going to take all of that off. Move the front of it lightly. Hold her head. Coming in underneath. On top. You just don't want to catch that lip. If they're smiling, you're pulling and pull down. It's a lot better when you just pull on that lip. You don't want a loose lip. I'm just using the edge here. Again, guys, this is not competitive grooming. I'm grooming a matted dog. I'm grooming a dog that was in need for a good haircut. Okay? We're going to check out your ears. Those ears are just going to fly away, isn't she? Any questions here? Okay. Sukma Pratama. Yes, she is pretty cute. Maybe I can't cleaning my cat. Okay, Elizabeth, such a good little girl. She sure is. I know, but there are, Elizabeth's, yeah, there are different reasons why people can't keep them brushed out or whatnot. Some people can't. Some people don't know how. You know, not everyone has that in them to do it, and some don't have the money, some don't have the know-how, and some don't understand. You know, they just don't understand. Their dog is their dog, and it's what it is. So, she had some hair from a while ago here. I'm just going to brush that out. But it is sad, I understand. But that's why I'm here to help her, you know, to alleviate the problems best I can. We're just going to contour that ear just a bit, because a while ago she had so many mats in her ears that I couldn't just give her one of those, you know, bottom of the ear round cut, because it was just too matted. It wouldn't have come out nice. So I'm just going to try to give her a little help on her ear. Fluff this all back up, and I'm going to thin it out. I'm thinning it out on the top, holding that ear nice and straight. Trying to blend it in with the top of the head. And she's got ears that just, ooh, like to fly. I'll try the other side. Yeah, I'm just going to blend this in here, guys, because, whoa, there's a lot of hair there too. See, from where I left off, where she was shaped, I'm going to blend this in here. I'm always holding not flat onto the dog in an angle like this, because if I'm flat, I might catch that skin. So I'm just in a light, slight angle, just to be sure I don't catch the skin. You know, accidents do happen, you know. Doesn't make you a bad person. It just, you know, you just gotta pay attention. Sometimes it happens. Pay attention the best you can. What's she looking at, little girl? She's looking at me. Almost done. One more ear to go. Look at that ear. She wants to fly. Let's get rid of that. It's bugging me. Hang on, guys. Yeah, it's bugging me. It's bugging me. Once they said no eyelashes left. All right, let's do this ear. Try to brush up the knots, some of the little knots there, lightly, tapping and pulling up. You don't want to tap hard onto the ear. And let's just tap all around the ear. Giving her just a little contour. It is what it is, guys. You know? Look at that. You're going to fly away. Look at those ears. I'd actually like to have her ears longer so that those ears can just flatten down. But I think that it still gives her character. The fact that those ears just want to fly. The ears want to fly. I'm going to come in and do a little bit on the inside too, because I find that all of that's too long, just on the inside here. Clean this up also on an angle, as I mentioned. Alright, so let's have a look at her. I'm not done. I'm just going to nitpick here a little bit. Look at just little areas that I don't like. I'm going to use this here. So these thinners are a lot softer, so I'm just going to soften all of this up here. It's so soft that it just doesn't want to get that hair. You're going to fly away. I'm going to fix those ears. They're not straight. They're not to my liking, huh? They're not to my liking. Best we can. So look at the ears curling in. There. This side. Hang on. Sometimes you got those crazy hairs that just don't want to do what you want them to do, right? More here. Am I being a bugger with all of my tools at your feet here? Too much of a bugger. Let's soften the edges up a bit and see if that helps. She still is a poodle, guys. We want a nice round top here. I'm not talking much right now because I'm in my element. I'm just getting this done. Keep that mouth closed. Right. Cut a little more off. face. Nose, don't want your nose there. Comb that ear up. It's always choppy because she's got folds in there. I'm going to give you Jace ears. Round ears. There's always this here hanging out. Hanging down here. Fold it in half and see if we can do it that way. There. That. Not always easy because the way their ear will crinkle, it's going to cause the hair to fold in different ways. We're getting somewhere. This is the longest part, guys. It's getting the head to look right, face, there's always something. Wait. There's always something. Look like an Ewok. Right, an Ewok? Is that what it was? Ewok. Have those ears. You are one cutie, and she's so sweet, guys. And you give her some love, send some hearts. She did such a good job. Oh, look at her. Hey, Moose, you want to call your papa? Yeah, we'll call the papa. You want to come get little girl? He didn't forget you, don't worry. All right, guys, so this is what she gets today. I could sit here for another half hour and try to make her ears perfect, but I think she did a pretty good job. Look at those ears. Look at those fluffy ears. She's gonna fly. Thank you so much for the hearts. Look, you got some hearts. You got some hearts. All right, guys, so I am live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Sometimes I might arrive like 5 minutes late or something because, the time the client arrives and whatnot. If ever I'm not here, it could be because either there was a client that didn't show up or just whatever. I'll be there for the next client at 12:30, and if not, it'll be the next day. I'll let you know in the community section. I upload new videos every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern time. They are very educational. I explain everything you do, like what you saw today. And what else? And that's it, guys. I hope you like and subscribe. Help me out. I've been here for almost like a year and a half now, and I'm having a jolly old time. And I hope to see you in the next video. And thank you, Deaneries. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Say bye. Bye-bye.